Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do a beautiful snow leopard tumbler. We are going to do Bow and Curtis. These are our top 2 selling glitters on our website. You guys freaking love these colors, and so I thought let's do a fun tumbler using them both. Most of you guys that follow us already have these colors in your arsenal. So I thought it would be fun to do a tumbler that you guys can follow along with supplies that you already have. If you don't have these and you want to grab them, they are on our website, LittleLeeandRose.com. This is Bow and this is Curtis. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start by spraying our tumbler with the scotch repositionable spray adhesive. We're going to coat the entire cup with that, and then we're going to go ahead and apply our 2 colors. So this one, when I apply this spray mount, I like to go kind of around the cup twice, and that way to make sure that we get a nice good coat of the spray mount applied onto the cup so the glitter really sticks really well. All right, so I'm going to coat this up and we'll be right back. All right, so I'm going to take Bow and we're going to go at an angle, and we're going to go ahead and tap this down. And we're going to go at a slight angle. And we've got our parchment paper down to catch any of the fallout so that we don't waste any glitter. I like parchment paper. People do different things. They use paper plates or just computer paper. I like parchment paper. I can reuse it over and over. So we're only going to do about half the tumbler. And then we're going to do some Curtis. So right here, like I said, we're not trying to get a defined line. If you want a very straight, sturdy line, you would go ahead and tape this off. But we're not going for that look. We are going for a nice soft edge. So you can see we've got this little piece left here for Curtis. So I'm going to take this parchment paper. I leave a seam down in the edge, in the center, and that way it makes it easy to pick up and pour back into my container. All right, so now that we have that portion down, we're going to take Curtis, and we are going to go ahead and put him down on the remaining part of adhesive. And gorgeous. So now we have our fine side and our chunky side. And we're gonna now take our finger and just tap down. And this is gonna lay all that chunky glitter down flat. So it's much easier to cover with epoxy. And just like that, just a nice gentle tap. Right along there, and you can see how nice and flat and super shiny that Curtis is. And the next part is we are going to burnish down the bow. So we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and put it back in the bag, and we'll be on to Bow. So we're gonna take our finger and gently press on the bow and do a circular motion along the top of bow. And you can see just how crazy, you can see here, it's really sparkly, but you can see just the electric sheen that you get from burnishing down this beautiful opalescent glitter. It's very simple, just light pressure. You don't want to, if you don't want to rub too hard, because then you will rub the glitter actually right off. You just want to do light pressure in circular motions. And we're going to go right up against that edge. Tap off any of the extra. You can see that high reflective gorgeousness that is Bow and Curtis. Now you can see why he's like one of our top glitters. Both of these, they're absolutely stunning. So once we got the glitter all laid down and nice and beautifully burnished down, we are gonna take a Rust-Oleum Gloss Clear. I stick with clear gloss because if you use matte finish, you tend to dull the luster of the glitter, especially if you use Krylon. Krylon is the worst. You do not want to use Krylon matte finish over your glitter because that is going to definitely dull the shine of your glitter. So our epoxy, LittleLee and Rose epoxy, has no issue going over the top of the clear gloss. I love it. It keeps the cup super shiny. What that's also going to do is going to hold the glitter in place. So when we go ahead and epoxy this, the glitter does not fall off or go anywhere. It's kind of sealed in there with the clear gloss. So I'm going to take this outside. I'm going to coat it really well with the clear gloss, and we're going to let it dry, and we will be next for the next step. So now that we've got the cup spray painted with clear gloss spray paint, we are ready for our epoxy. This cup has been drying since yesterday because I had a bunch of other projects going on. So it's had plenty of time for that spray paint to dry and become nice and cured up over our glitter. So we're gonna go ahead and apply our epoxy. We're gonna be using a 2-part epoxy. It's part A and part B. This is the LittleLee and Rose Pouring Art Epoxy. You can find the link below our video in the description below this tutorial if you are looking to purchase this epoxy. So we're gonna be mixing equal parts, part A and part B. I'm gonna measure it here on my little scale and get equal parts and mix it together. And we're gonna go ahead and apply it. I'm gonna apply it nice and gently and smoothly over the entire cup. Our turner is gonna keep the cup rolling in circles so that it evenly dissipates around the cup and self-levels. All right, here we go. Here we go, epoxy round number 2. So we are gonna put the decals on our snow leopard now. And so this is what we got. We got "She got mad hustle and a dope soul." And I think that's just a freaking cute little saying. And so we're gonna take that and pull it off the transfer paper, and we're gonna get that laid down onto the tumbler. Farts. All right, so we're gonna put the decal on. We got the, it's silver glitter with a little hint of holographic behind it. And it says "She got mad hustle and a dope soul." And we're gonna put this on over the fine glitter bow, and we're gonna lay it down. So this one has just a tiny hint of shadowing on it. Christina knocked it out of the park making this decal for me. And it's just got a hint of the black around the bottom, around the back. It's like perfect. So it gives it just enough to where it stands out. Get it on there, and then we're gonna pull this transfer tape away. And there we go, that's the start. All right, so we're gonna just lay this down, lined up right against the front decal. And we're just gonna slowly rotate it around and rub these down. These are not peekaboo spots. We wanna get these, we don't want any ripples or wrinkles in these. So I'm gonna get these down nice and smooth. These are gonna be the centers of our cheetah spots. And then I'm going to cut this away. We'll go over it one time just to make sure these are all laid down nice and smooth. We're gonna use the fabric part of our scraper, squeegee. Lay them down nice and smooth. They stick really well. Like I said, these are not peekaboo spots. These are gonna be permanent. These are gonna be the center of our cheetah spots. So they gotta be pretty. All right, so there we go. These ones on the top, we'll nip those off, and this one on the bottom. But then we're gonna take the sheet and we're gonna add in the rest of the spots here. go. Okay, we'll leave these off to the side as little extras if we want to fill in some little gaps here and there if we see them. All right, so for the over part, the next part, we're gonna cut this into sections, because if you try to do this all at one time, you are going to make a giant mess. So we're just gonna slowly work our way around the cup in pieces. We're gonna try to layer these on around our spots by placing them, doing a little rub and putting it down. And this is why you wanna go slow and steady so you don't mess up your pattern. Perfect, there we go. All right, so we're gonna keep layering these on and we'll be right back.